Hi guys, welcome to Travel with Austin. I'm Austin. Today we are here in Westerville, Ohio, and we're going to be taking a look at the Boyer Nature Preserve. Now this nature preserve is pretty interesting because it is smack dab in the middle of a neighborhood. So we are actually past the entrance here. The entrance are these trees you walk in, but you wouldn't know it, but literally right up there is a house, right over there is a house, and then literally the entrance to here is just out front, and it only has 3 parking spaces. Now, I had never heard of this place until today. I thought it'd be a fun place to try out the camera on my Pixel 7 Pro. And it also just turns out to be a really beautiful place that I don't think gets enough attention. So once you walk in the wooded area, you come here to this Swampy Pond area, which is where the majority of this place is. It is not that big of a place. And as you can see, we have a platform here we can walk in. Now, one thing I will say is this platform needs a little bit of love, because as you can see, water easily comes up as you walk over it. And then you get onto this rubber dock, which again is a bit slippery. And here we are. Now, as you can see, the water is not that deep, at least not in this section. And we got some geese out there. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see them better, but of course the quality might get a little worse. So there we are. You see the geese out there? They have been going for food since I got here. A lot of them going under. And there's another one that looks like it is looking right at us. Okay, so back out here now. We're gonna head on the walking trail here. And again, just like, so you get an idea, water. Which, I mean, isn't that bad, but if you came here in winter, you'd want to be aware of that. And the water makes it, of course, more slippery on the rubber deck. So, we are now walking on the path here. You can see right now we got some beautiful fall colors going on. I believe at the time of recording, we are currently in the peak of the fall color foliage. And all around us, you'll hear the noises of various animals, birds, squirrels, chipmunks. But you will also probably hear the sounds of some construction. Because again, this nature preserve is literally in the middle of a neighborhood. Got some more goose action here. And we're going to continue on our walk now. So, over here you can see that we still have kind of like an undisturbed natural section. There is no trail out here. This is a nature preserve, so that is good. As you can see, we got some birds flying around. And we have a lot of logs sticking out of the water over here. I was hoping that I would see some turtles here, but I have not seen any yet. So as we continue walking, we're coming up to the Boardwalk Section, which again, this park is relatively small, so this section is also relatively small. And here we go. Now, as you can hear, as we're going on the boardwalk, we are getting closer to whatever construction is going on nearby. But I just love little paths with the boardwalks like this. They kind of feel like there's something that kind of takes you out of Ohio a bit. And again, look at that beautiful fall coloring. And if it weren't for the sounds of construction nearby right now, you wouldn't realize that you're literally in the middle of a neighborhood. Now, as we get to the end of the boardwalk here, this is kind of where the illusion breaks, because you get to the fence at the end of the preserve, and you will start to see a few houses from here on out. Now, we also have the trees with these little knob things. I feel like I should really know what those are called. I do not, though. I just find them to be a very interesting feature of these trees. And as you can see, here is the fence I was talking about. I'm assuming that it's more of a land boundary at this point than anything else. But it does kind of break the illusion. And then, as you can see, we have houses right up here, right next to the nature preserve. Which, I mean, it's not a bad thing. This is a preserved area, so that is good. And it will remain preserved. But I do love how most of this place feels like you're in the middle of nowhere when you're just in the middle of Westerville. And literally in the middle of a neighborhood in Westerville. So here we are, continuing to walk. And we're actually going to come up to a water flow solution somewhat soon. I think is pretty interesting. That keeps the water level in the little pond here at a decent level, but not overflowing. And it does make me wonder if maybe that pond is artificial, because that is something that happens quite often, especially around here. So here we are, coming right up to it, but before we do, you can see, again, other than the construction noise, once again, it feels like we could be in the middle of nowhere. So here we go. Here is their little water system. You can see if the water gets too high, you can kind of just drizzle over. And here we kind of have a little creek system. I imagine it is one that only appears when that area starts to overflow. I believe that it's called a perennial creek, but I don't want to be wrong, so don't quote me on that. Now, I did notice, and this could be my imagination, because this area just goes up and loops around, that it does look like people have been using this tree to kind of walk across, because you can see there's kind of like the start of a path here, and if you look over there, you can kind of see the start of a path there. So I guess that can be a little hack if you're coming here, but this place is so small, we're just going to walk around. And again, this place is just so beautiful right now. Fall coloring is absolutely my favorite, so it's nice to get to visit it during this time. Now, as we come to this little bridge across here, you will see where the little stream empties out to. As you can see, there's barely anything in it right now, but then there's another stream here that meets right there, and it does look like you could go down there if you want, but there's not really much to do down there, so we're not going to. And we're going to continue to make our way back, and soon we will be back in the area where you can see the pond again, which for me is the highlight of this park. And I imagine for many others it is too. So you can see where that little kind of desire path, I would say, is, where people are hopping off the log and walking back this way. I mean, I don't blame them if they want to take a shortcut. Now here we have this tree. It does look rather dead. I'm not sure if it's, completely dead forever, or if it's just a getting ready for winter thing, but if you see how massive it is, this tree has to be really old. I almost wonder if maybe it's an old growth tree, considering most of the trees around here are very much new growth trees. So, as we come through this area was really active with birds. The last time I walked through here, you can see we got some flying off in the distance over there, but I had some that were flying up right next to my face last time. Oh, that one got kind of close. And here we have another view of the pond and a place for you to sit if you would like to. And pretty much now we're just going to come back around to the front where we were before. So I'm going to begin the process of ending this video. I really enjoy this place. I would recommend visiting it if you can. Like I said, it is in Westerville. It does show up as a park on the maps. You just have to look up Boyer Nature Preserve. It is in a neighborhood. And I can say right now, today is a Saturday around noon, that I'm the only person here. So you might have this place to yourself. However, if for some reason this place were to be busy, the downside of this place is that there's only 3 parking spots. Now, if I had to rate this on a scale, I would give this place a 7 out of 10. It's very nice. I very much like the lake over here. I love all the wildlife here. It's very nice. It does help you feel like you were not in the city for most of the time. But I do wish that they would fix the water leakage here, which I know is a very minor issue. And hopefully in the future, they will maybe add a few more parking spaces to the area. Just because this place has potential to be a very great nature preserve. So go ahead and check this place out if you're in the area. I can highly recommend it. And thank you for watching the video. I will see you guys next time with a brand new video. And hey, if you like this video, or if you like exploring abandoned places, ghost hunting, weekly legends, or anything like that, please subscribe, because I make multiple videos each week, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.